Alright, so I decided to make this video for two reasons. This is reason number two. Reason number one is a comment that I got on a video that I made a while back featuring this pedal here. David Gilmour video, and the comment that I got, I'll put it on the screen. It was in regards to Clapton and Forever Man. So I decided to try it out and see if I can get close to it. The thing that really makes the difference is where you have the distortion knob set. You know, it's light gain on the amp, using my Marshall combo, basically to simulate the JCM 800 that Clapton supposedly used. And that's pretty much it. The chorusing that I used and delay and everything was post effects. So I'm going to show you the first solo, see how close we get. And I added a little bit more gain for the outro solo. Basically just experimenting to see which sounds a little bit better. And then I'll discuss, you know, the settings on the guitar and pickup and tone knobs and all that kind of stuff. Alright, I got the majority of my info from gearpage.net. Seems to be fairly accurate, seems to make a lot of sense. You could usually tell when people kind of know what they're talking about on these forums, that type of thing. I've been using these things for going back to the early 2000s. So one thing that has been mentioned is that the song was recorded in D, you know, tuned down one full step with higher gauge strings. It's hard to tell exactly what he did because in the video his hands are positioned as if it was in standard tuning. You know, like the way that I played it on the recording, backing track and solo. So I did it in standard tuning with a drop D. So I'll show you clips just to back that up. Gain on the amp, like around 1 to 2 on the distortion channel, not much at all, with the pedal stacked on top of that. As far as the guitar goes, neck pickup, tone knob, like around 4 or 5. It's somewhere in the middle, you know, somewhere around there, just kind of messing around with it. I'm not really that good with the Strat tones. I mean, I just got this guitar about 1.5 years ago, so I'm still kind of getting used to doing it that way. I'm used to humbuckers and that type of thing, so try to do the best that I could with it. I'm going to show you the outro solo, a little bit more gain there. I think it sounds a little bit closer to the record, so you gotta check that out. Alright, so as far as EQ on the amp goes, everything is in between 3 and 5. Bass, treble, mid, presence, resonance. There's really not a whole lot of EQing going there. I mean, really what you're hearing is pretty much the guitar, the stock sound of the amp, and the pedal. You know, it's mostly the pedal and the guitar, the Strat. So there's no post EQing at all. There's just reverb on the effects. I use an AI program. I use 2 of them actually. I use one called Fader. I use one called Moises to separate the backing tracks to make something to play over. And I could not separate the synth from the rhythm guitar. So I made mixes with no synth, and it just doesn't sound right. It's kind of neat, you know, to get that 80s production going there, you kind of have to have the synth. And I could not separate the rhythm guitar from the synth. So if you're watching this on a TV or a computer screen or something, I apologize because the backing track is going to be a little loud because I basically made it that way so that if somebody's listening to it through a phone or a tablet, the guitar isn't overpoweringly loud. You know, it's kind of hard to get a bit of a balance there. I wanted to get that where I'm playing over the 80s production, but it's hard to get it so that it's not like boomy and really loud and that type of thing. So it was a little bit difficult trying to get that together. If you're watching it through a phone, I think it should be okay. So anyway, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Had a lot of fun doing this. Definitely fun stuff to play. You know, good example of a song that basically has like two parts to it. You know, there's like two riffs. Really cool song, fun to play. A lot of good tones in there. Rhythm tones are really good too. I think it's the middle setting in the Strat. I think somewhere around there. You know, you can definitely hear it there. The cleans, pretty cool. So anyway, again, thanks again. Take care.